Seeing both Vegito Blue and Corrupted merge ZAMASU, I mean, the excitement is boiling within me, and I just want to have a little bit of fun today and make my own custom concept for Corrupted merge ZAMASU, and I would love your feedback on it, but remember that it's just, you know, for fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously, and I will tell you now, I did not even include the Dokkan field or domain mechanic, as they're calling it, because we just don't know how that's going to work. So I just left it out for the purpose of this, and yeah, I just basically gave him everything that he's going to have within his actual passive skill. But yeah, let me know what you think. Again, just to have some fun here, to think about what he could potentially have, going through some animation, stuff like that. And I am uploading this. I should be uploading this after the Vegito Blue concept, so if you're watching this one, you haven't watched that one yet, you know, feel free to check that one out before or after. It's really up to you. Regardless, thank you for your love and support on the channel recently. Let's hop into this video. So, I don't know if ZAMASU is going to be a Carnival LR or if he's going to be a Dokkan Fest. So I just went ahead and assumed he's going to be a Carnival, because why not, right? Worldwide Chaos, 3 key and 200% to stats. And I'll tell you this right now, the reason why I'm going with Worldwide Chaos is because not only does it actually need a really good leader outside, androids do not do this category justice, to be fair, right? But Worldwide Chaos 200% not only puts this guy on a final actual legitimate 200% lead, but it's going to be a category that's going to just serve for years to come, because you have the main villains here, right? You have Cell, you have the androids, you have Boo, you have Goku Black. You guys, like, all these characters are just never going to stop getting cards. So this category will always get buffed, and I think that Worldwide Chaos definitely deserves a flat-out 200% lead. That is why I chose that. For his super attack effects, I gave him stacking attack and defense on 12 key and doing Mega Colossal, something we really rarely see for 12 key super attack effects, especially on LRs. And then for his 18 key super attack, he greatly raises defense for 3 turns, Mega Colossal, and disables enemy's action once in a turn. Same effect that the gods themselves have, and, you know, stuff like that. Let's hop into his passive. So I gave him 2 key and reduces damage received by 30% for 6 turns from the start of battle when facing a Pure Saiyans, Realm of Gods, or Battle of Fate category enemy. This, I feel like, is a majority of the game, especially when you really look at it, okay? Let me pull up all of these categories for you. So Battle of Fate in and of itself is a massive category. We're talking about a lot of the GT characters, Cell Saga, like across all sagas, there's a lot of battle. Look at this. Every boss in the game that has to do with any of these characters, automatically you're going to be covered with this merge ZAMASU. But keep in mind that we already know Pure Saiyans is also covered in this as well. So you have all of these characters. You're facing any one of these look at this. Any one of these bad boys, you're going to be good to go, all right? I think Pure Saiyans and Battle of Fate is enough, and then I added Rumble Gods in there because, you know, why the frick not? But yeah, 2 key and 30% damage reduction for 6 turns. I gave him 170% to stats at the start of turn, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% when facing 2 or more enemies. So essentially the reason why I did that is because he fights both Goku and Vegeta. So I felt like giving him some sort of ability or some sort of buff or something in his kit that acknowledged his fight with just more than one person. I gave him 2 key up to 6 and attack plus 20% up to 60% at the start of each turn. So every time he appears on rotation, he's getting he's building up key. So if you actually activate this, he's going to be essentially at 4 key from the start of turn and 170% to stats, and he will build up to a total of 6 key here, which will make it 8 key. And yeah, again, it's just, you know, a really good amount of key for a unit like this. He damage received from normal attacks minus 60% and counters with tremendous power. So he is a countering character, which I understand Vegito is also a countering character, but I don't care because I really want to see this. And look at that animation. Could you imagine a counter like that? I would love to see something like that. Absolutely. Whether it's a nullification or a counter, I'd love to see it. And then him reducing damage from normals by 60% is so strong, because this character, for the first 6 turns of any fight, you're not taking damage from normals. We're talking about 60% DR from normals on top of an extra 30% damage reduction from normals. You're just not taking damage. I don't care what event you are. Plus an additional defense plus 20% up to 100%, and chance to crit plus 20% up to 70% with each attack received. So essentially, now you'll see in this kit, he has no additionals anywhere, and that bothered me for a while, but it's like the counters that he's going to be doing, plus all the critting, I feel like it's okay that he doesn't really have additionals in his kit. Just go full additionals. Don't go crit for this character. Don't go dodge. Go full crit for a build like this. Sorry, go full additionals, yeah, for a build like this, because that stacking defense and attack is going to be coming really clutch. Let's see what else here. When all characters attacking in the same turn are worldwide chaos category allies, foresees enemy super attacks for the forever, like that's just for the rest of the fight. But again, you need to have, like, this is for the rest of the fight if you can pull this off every turn, right? Like, this is like a turn by turn basis. Foresees enemy super attacks and all allies key +1 and 30% defense, self excluded. So him being a support for a team like Worldwide Chaos, I think is super important, because this team, like Worldwide Chaos, doesn't, I guess this isn't Worldwide Chaos, but Worldwide Chaos itself doesn't actually have a really solid cohesive, like a unit that's going to bring the team together. And I think that MERGED ZAMASU, if he's going to support or lead the team, he might as well have an ability where he can kind of bring the team together. And I think 1 key and 30% of stats is not going to be crazy, like, massive buff, but I think it's going to be something, especially when you consider a lot of these units on this category are going to have things like big bad bosses anyways, right? So I feel like it's going to be, you know, a fine thing. Let me know what you think about this concept, though. I could have went ahead and gave an active skill as well. Let me know what you would think about an active skill. This does not really, again, include the Dokkan field or domain mechanic, but I think that this build is actually really strong. In total, you are getting, what, 8 key? I mean, I guess this runs out after 6 turns, and this will take you about 6 turns. So you might have 1 turn with like 8 key, but you're essentially going to be at 6 key. For an LLR, I think that's really good. I'm thinking maybe I could have given him a key mechanic. It's just, I don't know, dude. I feel like when you have 70% chance to crit and you're countering, and the bosses nowadays are attacking you 8 times in that first slot, I just feel like you being able to take all that damage and literally not take any, you're not taking any damage, and then you're building up your defense on top of that, and then all those counters just becoming crits. Like, it's like the damage that he is doing before he even attacks is insane. Not to mention that he's stacking on his 12 key anyways, right? Disabling enemies action, mega colossal, both 12 and 18. So for whatever reason you can't get the 18 key super, you're still stacking your attack and defense, right? And doing a mega colossal. So it's not like you're missing out on damage with the 12 key. I think the 12 key is just as good as the 18 key in the sense that you're not really losing much value. Like, disabling enemies action is really good, and greatly raising defense is also really powerful, but you're not missing on any damage. And in fact, you're doing more damage because your supers are just, you know, they're hitting harder because now you're stacking both attack and defense. So building up to a total of what, 100%, 270% to defense, plus this 30% if you're facing 2 more enemies is 30%, is 300% to defense. Attack wise, you have 30% here, 60% there. That is 90% to attack. On top of this 70, that's what, you know, 260% to attack, plus the counters, all the attacks you're doing, plus the crit. That's why I went higher on defense than offense for this character. And then again, I mean, I also wanted to make this all inclusive, but I felt that, you know, foreseeing enemy super attacks is also super strong, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think. Again, there's a million trillion different, I feel like if you were to ask a million people to design this character, there would not be a single thing that's even the same, right? Not, when I say the single thing, I mean, like, there won't be a single build that's the same. Everyone's going to differ in their own way, shape, or form. There's many ways to build this character. This is just my personal way. I personally like it. I don't know if would I consider him the best LR in the game? He looks pretty looks pretty good if you were to ask me. I don't know. Again, I have to see this in game because right now I don't even know his stats. His stats could be a trash for all we know. I don't know his typing, so I couldn't really think about, like, just based off this, I couldn't even tell if he's the best unit in the game. I really need to, dude, stats are so important because with a kit like this, if you're rocking 8k defense, he sucks, right? But if you're rocking like 16k defense, he's like God, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.